Hi class, my name is Danae Hall. Today is September 18th and right now I am doing the Microscopy for Microbiology Use and Function Lab. Here's my microscope. I got it set up last night. Right here, the 4X is the scanning power lens, and then the 10X is the low power lens, and then in the back is the high power lens, and that one is 40X. Now I'm going to calculate the field of view of each lens by putting this ruler in the light path and looking at it. So as you can see, it's just a little over 2 millimeters wide, and this is using the scanning power lens. Now using the low power lens, you can see that it's right in between the two lines. So on the low power, 1 millimeter wide, or 1,000 micrometers. Now I'm using this slide, which has a tiny little letter E right there in the middle, and I am going to use this to focus. So I just have to place this here and then center it right above the light source. This is the E slide under the scanning power lens. This is the letter E slide through the low power lens. This is the letter E slide under the high power lens. Now I'm going to replace the scanning lens with the oil immersion 100X. Now I'm going to place a drop of immersion oil on the letter E slide and touch the tip of the immersion oil lens onto the slide. This is the letter E slide under the 100X oil immersion lens. Next, I'm going to place the amoeba hole mount on the microscope. So this is the amoeba under the low power magnification. This is the amoeba under high power magnification. Next, I'm going to take the immersion oil and put a drop on the amoeba and then use the 100 power immersion oil lens. This is the amoeba slide under the 100 magnification oil immersion lens. So next I need to wipe off the oil immersion lens with some lens paper. Next we're going to use the penicillin with Canidia slide on there. This is the Canidia slide under the low power lens. This is what a Canidia slide looks under the high power lens. This is the Canidia slide under the high power 100X oil immersion lens. This is going to be the slide that we are using. Yeast hole mount slide under the 4X. This is the yeast hole mount slide under 10X. The yeast hole mount slide under 40X. Yeast hole mount slide under 100 times immersion oil lens. Next I'll be doing the same thing to the bacteria spirillum slide. This is the bacteria spirillum slide under 10X. This is the bacteria spirillum slide under 40X. Bacteria spirillum slide under 100 times oil immersion lens. We'll be doing the same thing to the bacteria bacillus form slide. This is the bacteria bacillus form slide under 10X. The bacteria bacillus form slide under 40X. The bacteria coccus form slide under 10X. The bacteria coccus form slide under 40X. The bacteria coccus form slide under 100 oil immersion. For part 3 of the lab, I have 2 blank slides, 1 cover sheet. Right there, it's pretty hard to see, but I also have the box of extra cover sheets, and then I have a couple sterile swabs. And the first thing I'm going to do with that is smear the inside of my cheek. Now I'm going to smear the swab onto the microscope slide. Now I'm going to add 1 drop of water right on top of the smear. Now I'm going to take the cover sheet and I'm going to put it on top of the water drop. Put a corner of it right there, and then add and drop the rest of it. If there's any excess water on the side, I want to get it off with a paper towel. Now I have the prepared slide on the microscope stage, and I'm going to locate these cells. These might be hard to see because these cells have not been stained. But this is the cheek cells under the low power magnification, which is the best way to view. So I'm going to do that process one more time with the second slide, except for this time I'm going to use a sterile swab and swab my teeth. Alright, this one is looking at the dental plaque cells under 40 magnification. Alright, so now I am done, so I'm just going to dispose of all of the disposable items and then clean everything else up and put it away for the next lab.